We asked an AI chatbot to ask us questions and hope that by the end of the video we won't be breaking up. What is a secret you've never told each other? That's maybe a secret I haven't told you. So many, which one is it the most?
People are asking, am I Filipino? What's my nationality?
What's the most embarrassing moment you've had together?
Maybe not so friendly, because look at his reaction.
Who would you say is interested?
I made a move first, so.
No, I made the move.
I made the move.
No, I made the move.
I made the move. What was your move? Which one of you is more likely to start an argument? Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god, you're so right. It was so bad. What is the craziest thing you've done as a couple? Yeah, we cannot. Like, cannot.
Cannot what?
Say that. But to answer it,
These two have done things that are just super friendly that it's not allowed to be shared.
welcome to another Q&A today with a twist. Because over the past few weeks I've noticed when we were putting out the Q&A, a lot of times people would be asking same questions that we have already answered in the past. Hence, we have added a playlist in the description box down below with all of our Q&As from the past, and we still wanted to do a Q&A. So we asked an AI chatbot to ask us questions about our relationship, and they are absolutely hilarious. So we're going to go through these questions right now and hope that by the end of the video we won't be breaking up.
Crossing our fingers.
Crossing our fingers. Okay, let's start off with question number 1. What is a secret you've never told each other? I'll let you go first.
Should it always?
Ladies first!
Can it be like alternating? So I'll answer first this time, and then the next question you have to answer first.
Okay.
A secret that I've never told you. I don't think I have any. No, yeah, seriously, I don't think I have any. Because I'm very open with you, and I'm very open with you with everything. Every tiniest little detail that happens in my life, I tell you about it. And I don't have any.
Secrets are no fun. Secrets hurt someone. Okay, is there a secret that I haven't told you? I don't think there's a secret per se. There might be something like funny that I haven't told you, not
Told
because it's
anyone.
a secret. Yeah.
What about told anyone?
Told anyone.
But actually, honestly, the little tiniest of things that happens in my life, I tell you. Like, I did a number, what is it, number 2 or number 3?
What is the number 3?
Yeah, do you remember you like number 2?
Yeah, number 1 and number 2.
Yeah. So I do something like that and something hilarious happened in the bathroom. I tell you.
Yeah, true. I don't really have secrets like that. I told you that I'm really interested in vampires. The Vampire Diaries. But also Dr. House. Also, I didn't find Twilight terrible. That's maybe a secret I haven't told you.
Yeah.
I didn't find the Twilight movies terrible. I don't know, everybody's bashing them. I think it's just because it's like
cheesy.
Yeah, I think it's
corny.
Yeah, I think the movies, they have a huge fan following. I'm not a fangirl, but I found the cinematography really good. I loved like the mystical woods and so on. I love vampire things in general. And the actor, what's his name? Robert Pattinson.
Yeah.
You know, he hates the role that he played in Twilight. And he is a fantastic actor. He is such a good I think he's one of the great actors of our time, Robert Pattinson. And I really loved him in The Batman. Pattinson.
I was almost gonna say Robert Atkinson.
Robert Atkinson. It's an actor with a diet. Okay, number 2. Which of your partner's habits annoys you the most?
So you have to answer first.
So many. Which one is it the most? No, I'm joking. Which one annoys me the most? Probably that you carry a joke too far. So, like, she'll have a joke. And it's funny, but then she doesn't stop. She just doubles down.
It's not funny. It's like when I first met Mergen and he made jokes about Thai people. And I said to him, but I'm Thai. And this is the time that no one else knows about our relationship yet. No one else knows about like exactly like people are asking, am I Filipino? What's my nationality? And stuff like that. And that's the time that's the first time that you told me that I carry out a joke for too long.
Yeah, because she just keeps going. She'll like go for like everybody will be like, oh, okay, was it? But she'll just be so invested in, so that's that.
It annoys you so much. Especially when it's your friend.
No, especially when it's me, because like you'll say, I don't know, like, oh, you lost the car keys, and I'm like, oh no, and then it was a joke, and then she'll keep going.
And we're gonna be looking for it for an hour already, and then I'll say,
okay, what about you? What is my habit that you find most annoying?
It's when you intentionally It's when you intentionally sneeze and yawn loudly.
That is annoying. Tina, this is your most annoying habit when we're trying to film a video. I'll just keep her here.
He's gonna be like, oh! Like intentionally.
Loud noises. It just feels good to do it loudly and proudly. It's my opinion. Okay, what's the most embarrassing moment you've had together? Like, what is the most embarrassing moment we've experienced together? Peanut says hi.
Have we had any embarrassing moments together?
I don't know. I feel like I intentionally put us into embarrassing moments every single day just because like the other day, like yesterday, we were wanting to ask at the parking space if we can pay with Gcash, and we were just walking back to the parking, so I pretended I was in an invisible car, and I drove up to the window, and I'm like, you guys take Gcash?
But it's not embarrassing for me. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's life for me. I don't think we have any like. I know.
Well, go. Say.
It's not something we can say.
Whisper.
Something very friendly. So friendly that they're whispering.
Oh no, we cannot say that. No.
But it is embarrassing, right?
Yeah.
Or the fact that.
Okay, maybe not so friendly, because look at his reaction.
Yeah, no. We definitely cannot. I have maybe like a little bit of an embarrassing moment.
Okay.
So it was after the whole breakup, but not announced, nobody knew. And we had been like seeing each other, and we were in Bangkok, and we bumped into Jay, who is now my assistant, but at the time he had just applied. Jay was just like a friend at that time. And by coincidence, we bumped into each other in Bangkok, not even knowing that we were each in Bangkok at the time because I hadn't posted anything about it. And Ray was kind of there, and we're like, yeah, that was kind of embarrassing.
But like I ran away immediately because as soon as someone recognizes you at the time, I would hide immediately. And to this day, and like when every time we talk about this with Jay, it's quite a funny / embarrassing moment that we have together. And now Jay is, I would consider Jay as one of my best friends.
Yeah. Okay, question number 4. Who was interested first, and how did the other person react?
So I answered the other.
No, you didn't give an answer.
I gave an answer.
You did not give an answer.
I gave an answer. I just can't say it.
Ay, nako. Who was interested first? How did the other person react? How did the other person react is hard to say because we met online.
Yeah, but who would you say is interested first?
Like you were first like, hey, let's hang out, let's do something, and I was kind of like still in the beginning like, I'm busy, I don't have time. It's hard to say.
Yeah, but that does not mean for me interest. I guess like it meant company and everything, but like I feel like who was interested first? Yeah, I guess I am. Yeah, I guess I was.
I made a move first, so.
No, I made the move.
I made the move.
No, I made the move.
I made the move. What was your move? Oh yes, she kept calling me, and I was like, who's calling? Why would somebody call me? I don't like phone calls. I don't like people calling me. It's actually quite. Yeah, true. Yeah.
I have my phone to this day on Do Not Disturb. Only family can contact me.
My phone lives on Do Not Disturb. I don't know if that silence button even still works.
It's to this point that you're like, can you assign a ringtone for me? So when I call you, when I message you, you see it immediately.
Yeah, you see it's always on like red. Okay, next question. Which one of you is more likely to start an argument? Yeah. Yeah, that's probably right.
You have more issues than the Vogue.
She always that's something she always takes things that I say, like funny things, my funny aneurysms, and she makes it her own. That is my job.
Why are you so defensive? What was your worst date together?
What was our worst date together? Our worst date together.
I have an answer.
I don't, so you go ahead.
New Year's Eve.
Oh my god. Oh
Right?
my god, you're so right. It was so bad. It was terrible. It was awful, wasn't it? It was bad, right? Oh my god, it was so bad.
It was so bad. We were so upset at each other.
And we were so upset at the restaurant. I mean, we're not going to name the restaurant because I don't like to bash businesses, but
Yeah.
it's so bad. Yeah.
It's like we paid
400 euro.
400 euro for 7 course?
Yeah, for a preset 7-course meal with wine.
7-course meal with wine, with dessert,
And then they kept bringing like the wrong wine, and then they would say, "Oh, keep that wrong one. We'll bring you a new one." Then
It's
they
in
bring
the house.
Yeah, it's on the house. Then they brought another one of the wrong wines. So eventually, it was us sitting at the table with like 15 glasses of wine because they kept bringing the wrong one.
Because
and
I
saying,
don't like red wine.
Yeah.
And sometimes the pair is a red wine, so I'd be like, just bring me the white the Sauvignon, give me the Sauvignon Blanc.
Yeah.
And I'll take that for the rest of my course. And then they keep bringing red.
And then it took so long. They were so behind. I think that restaurant doesn't usually do fine dining and like multiple
They
course
try.
meals. So like it was getting to like 10 to 12, and we still were not even close to the dessert. And we said like, I'm sorry, we paid, and we walked out, and we just left the rest of the courses. And then we walked to Stephansdom in Vienna to be there for midnight, and there's no firework in Vienna at New Year's Eve.
Which is a bummer.
Yeah, it was a catastrophe. What is the craziest thing you've done as a couple? Yeah, we cannot cannot
Cannot what?
say that. But to answer it.
These two have done things that are just super friendly that it's not allowed to be shared.
If we say we'll be banned in places.
Okay, let's move on to the next one. What is one thing the other person does that you wish you could do?
Smile even when you're tired. Because feel like I'm a very open book, and what you see is what you get. Like if I'm annoyed at this time, if I'm angry, if I'm sad, that's what you'll see, and that's what you'll hear me say or talk about. And like I could blab for a very long time, but you on the other hand could keep your poise and always just keep a smiling face regardless of how annoyed you are. And I'm talking about being out in public. If we're out in public, regardless of how mad, annoyed, upset he is, he can keep a smiling face.
Yeah.
I cannot do that. If I'm upset, I'm just...
Yeah, so there's something like when I started uploading YouTube videos, there was one thing that I promised to myself that I would always do no matter what. It doesn't matter what the situation, what the circumstance, if I'm in a good mood, bad mood, busy, whatever. If somebody walks up to me and asks for a selfie, I will take the time to say hello. I'll take the time to take a selfie, and I always have. If any of you guys ever see me, never be shy, come and say hi. You'll always meet a smiling face. I'll always have time to have a few words with you and to take a selfie. Always, always, always. Sorry, we had a low battery situation here. So as I was saying, when it comes to you, there's two things actually that I would like to be able to do. The one thing is to do nothing. Like Ray's able to just do nothing. She can just do nothing. Like you could be doing nothing with no distraction, no phone, no book. You could just sit there and be by yourself in your thoughts patiently. And yeah, and that is one thing. And the second thing is singing. You can sing, and I wish I could sing. I wish I had a voice. See, it is a burden because I have a very keen ear for tones and hitting notes and that kind of stuff, but I cannot sing. So, and that makes it bad because I can tell if I'm off tune. I can tell if anybody's off tune. I'm very musical. I just don't have a trained voice. So as long as I stay in my range, I can sing and hit the notes, but my range isn't very right. If you could change one thing about your partner, what would it be? Nothing. I'm happy the way she is, and changing any small piece of her might change other things. So no, great, does that.
Just one thing.
Uh-oh.
I wish you could return things back to where you got them from.
Well, but maybe they belong in a different place after I use them.
Yeah, just that. That's what, like, in the beginning especially, I would spend so much time trying to tell you, just let's start with putting back the things that you took back to where you took them from, and we're gonna start having a very organized house just by yourselves. We won't have to clean so much afterwards. But yeah.
That's the
not...
the chaotic creative mind. That's just the way it works. Who is the bigger risk taker in the relationship?
Yeah, you're the bigger risk taker.
Yeah, I mean, like, if one day it turns out that I died taking a motorcycle and jumping over a skyscraper while wearing a burning hat, people wouldn't be surprised. They'd be like, yeah, that's kind of something that we'd expect him to do. So yeah, I like to go big, and I like to go bold, and I like to just do things.
Describe the moment when you realized you were in love with me.
That's your turn too.
No, I answered.
I answered the
No.
okay.
It's your turn.
All right. Okay. So for me, it was like really deeply in love. I noticed that when we were actually apart and we were on a video call, and Gray was teaching me via phone how to solve a Rubik's Cube. And it was just the patience that she had, and how encouraging she was, and how supportive she was. And at that moment, I just thought to myself, yeah, like that, children with that woman. So that was the moment for me.
For me, it was in Chiang Mai land when we went to the night market. It was a very beautiful memory for me. And we have all that food, we set all the food, and we just have everything in our table. And that's the moment that I felt that I realized that I'm so in love with you, and I want to have that for the rest of my life. The moment that, you know, I knew at the time how this is a man who's going through a lot. It's a man who has been through a lot, and yet he's right here in front of me, smiling, laughing with me, enjoying the time with me, and being patient and kind with me, with, you know, assisting me with everything I could possibly need. And yeah, that's the time that I realized this is what I want for the rest of my life. And like, we're just two simple people sitting there eating street food, eating food that costs next to nothing, and yet we were very happy and fulfilled.
Yeah.
So yeah.
What is something you learned from your partner that changed you? Dun, 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 dun,
No, there's
dun.
a lot actually. There's a lot. A big one is something that I learned from you that changed me is how to make coffee. No, there's a lot actually. I could tell tales of how you changed.
So answer one. Answer one.
Do you want
We're just looking for one. We're not looking for many.
that I'm capable of anything.
All right. So the thing that I learned is that winning an argument is not important. Putting the relationship first over the pride of like winning an argument or winning a fight or something.
I think in the beginning of the relationship I kept emphasizing this, and I kept saying, what's the point of winning an argument if you're losing your partner? Literally, there's no point of winning the argument. I'd rather lose the argument than lose you. And that's what I always...
Yeah. What is a surprising or unexpected trait you find attractive in your partner? Her voice. I love her voice and her accent. Like a lot. Yeah, something that I find attractive.
Philippines! You didn't expect, right? That I didn't expect.
Like unexpected. It's not.
I find attractive about you.
It's not like the standard things that you're attracted to, like my bicep,
Say
smart
the
and wit
answer.
and humor.
No, yeah. Oh, actually, okay, fine. That you drive so good. So.
Oh yeah, I am a good driver. I will admit.
It's the most attractive trait.
And the thing is, I can drive anything. Like, I can drive anything. I thought you were gonna say it's my massive ego. What's the one thing that your partner does which makes you fall in love with them over and over again?
It's my turn to answer.
Yeah.
Buy me coffee or make me a cup of coffee.
For me, it's your love language acts of service. when you just give me a random hand massage or head massage.
What about cooking Senegal?
Yes, of course, that's it.
If you had to relive one day of your relationship, which day would it be and why?
So for me, it would be...
I'll say my answer first and say...
No, it's my turn. It's my turn. For me, it would be actually also Chiang Mai. There was a day where we wanted to explore in Chiang Mai and look at things and do things, but instead we spent the whole day in the hotel room just watching YouTube videos about street food.
Okay. Mine is almost similar. It's that day in Phuket.
In Phuket, yeah.
Where we also were just lounging and eating Thai food.
It was very similar,
in the living room. Yeah, and it's those days that makes you appreciate life more. Just sitting around and like looking around you and seeing what you have in front of you. Yeah, those are days that really I would want to relive.
If you had to go on a dream vacation anywhere in the world together, where would it be and why?
I would want us to go to Norway because it's always been a dream of mine to see the Northern Lights.
Well, for me, it would have to be a place that I haven't been to yet, somewhere new that we can explore together. Because also like Chiang Mai was my first time there, I've never, so for me it was like new, exploring something. So yeah, I definitely would pick a place that is new, that
you have to pick now.
Well, probably then I would say Australia. Yeah, Australia, road tripping around Australia.
I might.
Which we actually plan on doing this year, so quite convenient. Who is more likely to apologize first after an argument? I think we need to answer this at the same time. 3, 2, 1.
And it's funny because you were just talking about it this morning.
Yeah.
You said why? Why is it that I'm more likely to apologize first?
Because sometimes you start crazy fights about things that are irrelevant. Yeah. You know, if you don't have anything real to fight about, you have to invent things. Which movie or book character best represents your partner? Tuesdays with Maurice.
So which one, Maury or?
No, it says book. Oh, book character. I'm actually like the feel of the book, the messages encompassed in it, in form of a character.
Yeah.
But not actually the character from the book.
Okay.
Yeah. Just the thought, the idea behind it.
Okay then. Yes, there you go. Movie character James Bond. Yeah, you love James Bond.
Nice. What's the most challenging thing about living together?
The mess.
The constant complaining about the mess. What's the most surprising thing you learned about each other after you moved in together?
There's so much stuff about me that is surprising to you.
Thinking of one that is like one that stands out the most? Oh yes. I know. It's the way you brush your teeth. And the way that you brush your teeth, that like she tries to scrub her tongue.
I don't know, is it only me? Like if I don't
she'll
gag,
scrub and she'll like I'm like, no, stop.
Yeah, if I don't gag, I feel like it's not clean. I have to gag, that way I know that it's clean.
Alright, your turn.
That dinner is the most important meal for you.
Yes.
Because for me, the most important is like lunch.
Yeah.
Like I could go without dinner, but as long as I have lunch.
Yeah, I don't know why for me it's like dinner seems to be more important. Maybe because it's like dinner time was always the family came together. My dad would come home from work and yeah. How do you handle differences in opinion or interest?
Ignore each other.
I feel like we talk it out subjectively. I think we're quite good at handling like disputes. Like
you think so?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah?
Oh yeah.
But how do you handle? It's not like how do you handle?
Well, I said it before, it's not worth winning an argument over being happy.
Yeah, so we just sometimes put it aside and then talk about something new.
Exactly.
Change the topic and then we'll be happy again. Yeah.
What are some shared goals you have as a couple? Actually, we have many. We have so many goals. actually, and I don't want to talk about our goals here publicly. There's some things that we want to announce soon.
Yeah.
Talking about them now. Can you share a time when your partner went out of their way to support or help you?
I feel like the turn of events happen so fast that like, oh, I mean, it's always, it's like every day where it's like there's no exact time, but something that I have observed and I definitely appreciate is for example, we just got home from an event and we're both so exhausted, so tired. Obviously, Mike drove us and stuff like that. But still, when I say like, love, could you grab a glass of water for me or something? Like, he would, no question. Like he's not lazy, you know what I mean? Some people would be like, oh, you can do it yourself, why don't you do it yourself? Like, we don't argue about things like that. We don't argue about things like you didn't cook or you didn't this, you didn't do that. We would just do it ourselves. We would just do what the other person should have done and would not point it out anymore. And I think that's why we handle differences well.
Yeah. Sorry, I just was distracted by this cutie little. Like, it's not focusing. Yeah, she's sitting watching us film this video. That's so cute. So for me, it's like you're always concerned about my well-being. Like if I'm tired, if I'm hungry, if I'm thirsty. Like you always look out for me, and yeah.
Okay, so now specific time as well.
Yeah. It's like just generally, and also like with my work, you try and support me as much as possible as you can with work. How do you balance your personal space and time while living together? Well, we have like, if we need space, one person will just go in the living room, the other in the bedroom. I don't think we say we need personal space. I think it's just like we...
And there was never a time that we would spend more than like, I don't know, even 5 hours. We wouldn't spend even 5 hours apart.
Yeah.
Longest probably that we have, I don't know.
When I have to do things for more and I go...
Yeah, that's it. When you have to go out for
meetings and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but that doesn't happen often either.
Yeah. Has there been a time when your partner's strength became a source of inspiration for you?
For me, yes, like especially in the beginning of the relationship when we're taking a hit, when he's taking a hit so hard, have started throwing unkind words towards Mike. And it would also at night make me concerned about him and his well-being. That's why I would always ask, how are you today? Are you feeling okay? How are you mentally? Are you happy? And during those times, I never saw him sulk or be sad or be mad at the world. And that is a source of inspiration for me. To be kind still and to be strong still, regardless of what you're facing.
For me, it would be like how you provide for your sister and take care of family, and like what you like went through to get to where you were with work and stuff like that was an inspiration. When we first started dating, like you'd be up every morning at 5 o'clock to, get ready for work, and it didn't matter how early you had to be at work, you always had time to like clean up nicely, put on some nice clothes, put on some makeup.
This has been quite too long.
Yeah, this has been a massively long video. Anyway, we can see after that maybe we split it in two. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new. If you have any other like fun questions that you want to ask or fun video ideas, let us know in the comment section down below. But for now, we'll say arrivederci.
Bye. Paalam.
We asked an AI chatbot to ask us questions and hope that by the end of the video we won't be breaking up. What is a secret you've never told each other? That's maybe a secret I haven't told you. So many, which one is it the most?
People are asking, am I Filipino? What's my nationality?
What's the most embarrassing moment you've had together?
Maybe not so friendly, because look at his reaction.
Who would you say is interesting?
I made a move first, so...
No, I made the move.
I made the move.
No, I made the move.
I made the move. What was your move? Which one of you is more likely to start an argument? Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god, you're so right. It was so bad. What is the craziest thing you've done as a couple? Yeah, we cannot. Like, cannot.
Cannot what?
Say that. But to answer it,
These two have done things that are just super friendly that it's not allowed to be shared.